moves like this.
A thief in the night. Very clever. Very, very clever. What's this? I knew it was you. I knew it was you. Once upon a time, there lived a princess. She was more lovely than anything that had ever existed in this time or any other time to come. And she loved me more than anything.
Hello there. Tell me, would you like me to beg for my life, or tell you how unspeakably rude you're being, barging into my house like this?
Neither, actually.
What do you want, then? Be quick about it.
I want to play a game.
That's what every villain in film history always says.
I'm not every villain.
You certainly sound that way.
How does this sound?
Quite deadly.
I hadn't even started.
If I retract my comment about your choice of words, will you simply give up the ghost and get the bloody blazes out of my house?
Afraid not.
Crikey. I don't retract it then. Lex Luthor would be ashamed of you.
I must say, you are very, very pretty.
I know.
Pretty meaning you're an ugly old dyke with a hole as rusty as an old stovepipe.
Not that rusty.
The question is, which hole?
Naughty.
Not quite so much as you, my dear. What'll it be? Charge of breaking and entering? Assault? Battery? Or terrible catchphrases? Take your pick.
I think I'll go with a charge of murder.
That's all.
Oh, and arson too.
Most interesting. Whose arse, pray tell, is going to get arsoned this evening?
Yours, of course.
Wonderful. Can we get on with this, please? What is this about?
Do you know who I am?
Of course I know who you are.
Tell me then.
There isn't any point. You and I know it. So why should I tell you?
But does anyone else know as well?
How should I know that?
Because I'm holding a gun.
Oh, yes. These life and death situations are so very inspiring. I feel wonderful right now. I can't wait to get into the next one.
I'm afraid I'm not going to give you the chance.
Is that what Thomason said to your father before infecting him? Oh, sir, I'm sorry, but we're just fresh out of second chances. Is that what he said?
Careful, Mr. Garrett. There's a fine line between being smart and getting killed. You're dancing all over that line like an acrobat.
Let's hope I don't slip. Tell me, what did Thomason say to your father that last time?
I couldn't hear. I was watching from a ways away.
Did he seem pleased?
He seemed like my father.
Tell me, were you ever able in your entire life to please him yourself?
Smart or dead, Mr. Garrett, take your pick.
I want to be black, actually.
No, I'm playing black.
Why? Because it matches your outfit.
My father always wore it. It was his favorite color.
Interesting choice. All of the colors together, yet none of them foremost. The concept of socialism, I believe.
He was no socialist.
I didn't say he was. I was merely crafting a metaphor. How many years? How many years is it since he died?
Too many. Not enough.
Still no cause of death?
One simple word. Poison.
Which poison?
A nameless one.
I'm sure the poison itself is not nameless. You simply don't have the name.
Not yet.
I could help you.
I don't need your help.
How certain are you of that?
Certain enough to kill you. Are you ready?
Ready for what? A simple game of chess.
Nothing is ever truly simple, Mr. Garrett.
Just how complicated is my execution going to be?
Inside this board there is a bomb. One of the squares is the trigger. If a piece of the opposite color touches this square, then the bomb will detonate. And it will be very, very messy.
How about strip poker? I'm a bloody good hand.
Your move, Mr. Garrett.
Listen to me. I did not confess to Marx. Your identity is safe. You and I only know who you truly are. Night Thief. This is becoming quite tiresome.
It's going to be much more tiresome towards the end of the night. I can promise you that, Mr. Garrett. Your move.
Poker, you.
Interesting. You're going to have to do much better than that.
Better than what?
To be specific, better than me.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about it. It's a bomb, after all, isn't it? If I die, you die too.
Ah, yes, but you were shot in the leg, and I am very, very light on my feet.
Excuse me, but what do you mean, shot in the leg? Oh, that's what you mean, huh?
Your move, Mr. Garrett.
You're assuming you'll know when to run, aren't you?
Everyone knows when to run, Mr. Garrett. It is human instinct. It is fundamental.
Apparently, except for your father.
He taught me how to play.
More appropriately, he taught you how to lose. Smart. Dead. One or the other. Or is there an in-between, Night Thief? Is there a way to cheat death? Must we all play by the rules? Must we all fall into our certain groups, our classifications? Is it better to live a fool or die a genius? Answer me that, if you can. You know who taught me how to play chess? It was my mother. I loved her as much as any little boy loves his mother. But you see, the fact is, I never realized just how special she was. I never realized how one of a kind she was made to be. And then one day she was gone. And my young affections for her were worthless. What can I learn from such an anecdote? What can anyone learn? Play your games well. Know the value, the one-of-a-kind nature of all the pieces within your influence and use them to your best advantage. That is life, I think. That is life. Did you value your father? Or do you harbor the same regrets that I do? Little boy, grown up into a larger shell of a man. Who are you? You come and accuse me of knowing who you are, telling others, spreading the information. I don't know about who you are. Night thief. To me, you are faceless. You're faceless.
You think you're so clever.
I think I am only a man. Nothing more, nothing less. The question is, what do you think you are?
This is my answer.
Dead, then, I would say. Very, very dead.
Check. Mate. What was that sound?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I've got to run.
No, you wouldn't do that, would you? Would you? Let me help you. Let me find the poison that murdered your father. Let me help you, night thief.
You'll hear from me.
Yes.
At last, I was beginning to wonder if you were going to call at all. Where? Listen to me. I want an exchange. You have something that I require very desperately. You bring my file, I'll bring yours. Oh, I think you know very well what I mean. I think you know. I'll be there.
If there is one simple thing I have learned in all my life, it is that everything comes full circle. You cannot run from it. You cannot hide. You truly cannot cheat death. I believe that Night Thief tried to, but the last move of the game was mine. My oldest and dearest friend, I remember you had asked me once, very long ago, to tell of the life I once lived, to uncover the secrets that I for so long have kept hidden. At the time, I was reluctant, for still there remained a danger of endangering those who had once been involved in my long and dangerous career. However, now, with the passing of time and the forgetfulness of the world, I am certain that no such danger now exists. In Latin, there is a word called Nemo. Its definition is that of nothingness, of emptiness. At times, I desire that my memory would be as empty as my namesake, and yet it remains very full, very haunting, and very much alive. I give it to you. Do with it what you will. I ask only this, that I might not be seen as nothing to the world, and that, in time, the world should know me to be more than faceless.
As a child, you would wait and watch from far away, but you always knew that you'd be the one to work while they all play. In youth, you'd lay awake at night and scheme of all the things that you would change, but it was just a dream.